Welcome, I am Poet Fairyfarmgirl. This is where the magic happens. Stella! Like, subscribe, and comment below. I love these talks that we have, dear ones. As I sit here beside the road, I think, and I am thinking and feeling about how soothing the sound of the rain feels, and sounds and looks. It started off as a light rain, and it has just picked up speed into a downpour, almost a deluge. Rain is so nourishing to the forest and to the gardens, to the river, to the ocean, to our souls, and how water flows through all things like energy, like life force, like love. It all flows through everything. I sit here and ponder these things while I drink my coffee alongside the road, next to the river, and a beautiful river oak. There are 2 river oaks, more like 4 or 5, but they have grown together. So it looks like 2 trees, but it's actually a community. Joy, an attribute of love, is the antidote to the poison that is present. I won this after playing a lot of skee ball. It was so funny because it said in large letters, adult mood ring. And I'm like, oh, that's fabulous, because that is fabulously funny, because this is the most upscale looking mood ring ever. Sometimes when I would throw the skee ball, it would get into the 100 slot, 100 point slot. Miraculously go into the 100 slot, and it happened over and over again. And I wasn't really thinking about it. I was just saying I'd really like to win a lot of tickets. I am so happy I'm going to win a lot of tickets. And as if the skee ball was caught by an unseen force, and it would wind up in the 100 slot. It was a fun game with intention. It was a fun game with my friends. It was a fun moment in time. Time is one of those funny words. Time. No time like the present. Timelessness. The time is now. Time is a wonderful construct to make sure that everybody gets to the meeting point when everybody else is at the meeting point. So time is a useful tool to organize community, to organize tasks, to organize physical life. It's a human construct. Stella, my dog, my beautiful, wise dog, her concept of time is in the now. So when I leave the house, if I'm gone a minute or a day, the greeting when I return is the same. Dogs have such great empathy. And so long ago, they decided to walk with us and we decided to walk with them, and that has been such a beautiful, joyous exchange between two very different species and cultures. And I'm so happy about that. I am so happy so long ago my ancestors and many other people's ancestors decided to walk with the tribe of dog. And now I have my beautiful friend Stella as my companion. And I feel very, very blessed to have her in my life.
I love you, Stella.
The work for all of us at this time, the inner work for all of us at this time, the inner work, is re-examining belief systems that create the structure of our life, that create the inner life, is how our way that we move through life, that create the mood and tempo and cadence of life, physical life. The outer life is created, co-created. It's not just one of us creating, it's all of us creating. And we have our personal reality, and then we have our greater reality around us. That is, to a certain extent, is an outpicturing of our inner reality, whether we realize it or not. And that's a really hard thing to grasp when life feels so random and chaotic at times. I struggle with that truth a lot because my experience in physicality informs me of a different truth. And that truth is really with a lowercase t, because it's not a universal truth. It's a little truth based upon belief systems. Beliefs are changeable. They're tools. Beliefs are not truth. They are tools. That was an important distinction that recently was made. I had been struggling with belief systems for a really long time, struggling with how to talk about this process of becoming, this process of becoming more of me, more of my higher self, more, embodying more of me, that which animates this body. And over time, the language came. I'm so glad I get to share that with you. As I sit here beside the river, alongside the road. This is a very delicious coffee, I might add. I decided to treat myself rather than making my coffee in my French press, which is the way that I usually do it. Instead, I went to a local coffee shop that is regional to this area. And they do not have a speaker for their drive-through. You drive up to a window and a person opens the window and says, "How may I help you?" It's a wonderful way to have connection and to build community. And the person that was making my coffee remembered how I like my coffee from a previous time that I had been there. And I thought that was wonderful. And I thanked them. I thanked them with gratitude. I said, "Oh, thank you so much for remembering how I like my coffee." For those of us that love community and at the same time require a tremendous amount of solitude, that would be me. When somebody reaches out to connect, and you reach back to connect, that is a truly, truly beautiful thing. My day has been brightened and enhanced by those connections. Fabulous cup of coffee made with a tremendous amount of love from those who work there. The people who work at this coffee establishment put love into what they do. I invite you, as you go about your day, to see people not as the role that they perform in your life, but as people with hearts and minds and dreams and wishes and loves, and to connect, no matter how brief of a connection, with compassion, kindness, and wisdom in action, to cultivate joy when surrounded by distraction and controversy. That is when it's important to curl your toes into the earth, and if you are wearing shoes and not barefoot, curl your toes into your shoes and breathe. And connect. Connect with the earth. Connect with the love, the life force that flows through all things. And breathe and surf that for a few moments. It is freeing and effervescent and part of the antidote to poison. Joy. Cultivate the attribute of joy within you. It is ever present within you, just as a seed that's been planted. A seed that's been planted is ever present. But will it bear fruit if not cultivated? Maybe, maybe not. You're providing conditions for that seed to grow. That's the cultivation. So provide the conditions within the self to cultivate the joy and your presence. I bless you with love from the gratitude of my heart to your heart. And I thank you for being here with me as I sit alongside the road beside a stand of river oaks on a rainy day, sipping on a fabulous cup of coffee.